Are you happy? Good morning. I know this is a kind of a silly question and also a question that not easily answered. So yesterday I went out for a dinner with some friends and we jokingly say things that we are not happy about in life, and one of the friends said that I don't even like the cold. I don't even like the snow. Why am I here? So we are in Massachusetts, which is in the east coast of America. So it's getting pretty cold here. And he said that he doesn't even like the cold. Why bother being here, right? And that was a joke. That was half true in there, but it kind of hit hard as well. For me, I also don't like the cold. I don't like the snow now. I used to like the snow when I first got here. I remember when I first came to America, I was in Colorado, and it was the first time that I saw snow, and we was in the classroom, and our professor said, "Hey, Tien and Adash," he was my friend at the time. Uh, it is snowing, so let's go out and see snow for the first time, because they knew that we were newcomers to the country, so they wanted to experience snow. I loved the snow at that time, but now after a few years in America, Colorado and then Massachusetts, the snow is something I don't like anymore. So why do we like something at first and then we don't like that same thing later on? That's kind of interesting to wonder, because the unhappiness that we experience may be not because of other external thing, right? Maybe it's because of our internal references, right? Maybe it's because we change our perception of things that used to make us happy or make us sad. So for example, like myself, at first I love the snow. When I first got here, that was new experience for me. But then after being here for a few years, the snow associated with difficult driving, shoveling, wet, dirty, and cold. So those are new experience associating with snow, and most importantly, the cold, the weather, right? So because of the new experiences that comes with the snow, that makes me dislike the snow. This pattern is kind of crazy. See, you cannot change the weather. Obviously, it will be cold in the winter, right? But you can change the way you perceive it. So this morning, it was snowing heavily, and I had to shovel the snow for almost an hour. It was something I had to do. It's not something that I enjoy doing. But if I keep thinking that this is not fun, this suck, this is what I have to do, or I do it with a heavy mind, then the snowing part become heavier and it's become a burden. So perhaps we can change the way we think about what we do, or the way we experience or perceive things. That can change how we experience, how we feel about them. So for people who love skiing, snowing is good because they can ski, they can go to the mountain and ski and have fun, right? So it's the same thing. Snowing, the cold weather, but some of us love it, some of us don't. It's not about the weather. I think It's about our perception of that. There's a saying that I love very much. There's no bad weather, only bad clothing. So if it's cold, put on more layers. If it's hot, then take off different layers, right? So you may say that, oh, this is just trying to convince me to love the snow, love the cold. Why do I have to endure this thing that when I can move to different warmer location? If you have the means to go to a warmer location, then go ahead. I have nothing against that. If you have the means to change your location, to change the people you see, to change your environment, then go ahead, do that. That will be great for you. That is your right. That is your privilege. That is your health care for yourself. That's good. Nobody will be against that. But for some, we don't have the means to change. We are not able to change the circumstances yet. We have to adapt, right? We have to adjust ourselves. And the most effective way to adjust ourselves is to change our perception of that. Whether it's the weather or it's people or the job. Let me give you an example. So every day you have to go to work to support yourself and your family, right? There's no way you can avoid work if you want to support yourself and people in your family. So if you go to work, being miserable, suffering through the day, grinding through the day, then the work become like hell. It's not something that we should live like that, right? We say we want to go to heaven, but we treat ourselves in hell every single day. That is not how we should live our life. That's not how we're supposed to do, right? But we have to do it. Then, instead of being miserable, hate your work, you can generate gratitude towards the work that you do, toward the people that you see. I know it's hard. You may think, oh, you are not in my position, so you don't know the people whom I have to deal with. You're not in my environment, so you don't know what I have to be in. That sounds very convincing, but remember, there are people who have much worse than you. I have been in country that I see people who have worse than you, who are disabled but still have to work every day in the sun like 100 degrees to support themselves. Don't say that you have miserable working condition. You may have unpleasant working condition. You may not like the people you work with, but that is not a reason for you to be miserable. If you think about the things that you are receiving every day, always you can be grateful for those. You're grateful to have a job when many people cannot have a job. You're grateful you meet people. You can communicate. You can socialize with them. There are people who are suffering depression, suffering illnesses that they cannot get out of bed. So they cannot see people. So be grateful for those. How those are conditions for you to be grateful, and how you can change your perception about your work, about your life, about everything everything you have. So don't try to convince yourself that you are miserable. Try to experience something new every day in your working environment with the people, because you know that whether how people treat you, how the conditions are, the way that you respond is all up to you. And you have the choice, you have the freedom to respond differently, mindfully, wisely. And that is how you live your life. That's how you create happiness for you. That is return to my point. You may not have the means to change your environment, the people you have to see, but you can change the way you associate with them, change the way you respond to them. That's how happiness arises. Happiness is not in a different place. Maybe in different place you have different problems. So if you don't change your mind, nothing will change. Even you change place. Even if you have the means to change the place. I still don't like the cold. I still don't like snow. But I can go skiing. I can learn skiing. I can put on more layers. I can find different winter activities to play. I'll survive. But I'll survive happily, mindfully. That's my aim. That's my goal. I think you could do the same. Thank you for listening. Have a good day and don't forget to smile. Bye.